Oh, I'm streaming. Oh, good. Okay. Wait a second. Okay. Yeah, this is the first workout progress of the year. Things are going well, and I did put on some weight though. I'm up to right now. I'm 158.2. I Thursday, Friday, and Saturday I didn't have to babysit, so I got a 30 pack of Rolling Rocks, and yeah, they lasted, well, kind of lasted 3 days. I ended up having to get like two more 25-ounce cans. But that's going to be it for a while. One thing I found interesting regarding the weight loss was that Thursday night I was doing all right. Thursday, can't see that. Anyway, but Thursday was supposed to be leg day. Um, I was having some pain in my hip. Not severe, but enough to where I just want, take it easy. So I just did an hour cardio. Um, I think, yeah. So Thursday night, I was just gonna get beer Friday. I was gonna get like two 6 packs of Hofbrau, but then I was thinking I wanted a 6 pack of Founder's Porter. Um, and then I started thinking like I can't get fancy with the money, and I started thinking Thursday night, I want some beers right now. So I got a 30 pack of Rolling Rock. I had like some of them Thursday, and then what's interesting is that Friday I woke up. At first, I woke up. I was 100, the same 155 pounds as when I was going to bed, and then I started going to the bathroom. And I think after the second time, I was down to 153.6, and then one final splashdown brought me down to 152.8, which was very encouraging. I was going to do cardio on Friday. Friday is usually full rest day, but uh, what did I do? I went to the bank. I had to clear up some stuff. I got ripped off by an ATM. That's a whole different story, though. Yeah, ATM and spat out singles instead of 20s twice. Well, one time it happened, but with two singles instead of two 20s. Anyway, I was going to bed at 155.4 Friday evening. Well, actually, no, around 7 o'clock I was at weight. I was probably more than that when I went to bed. I went to bed like around midnight or so. I wasn't up late. I wanted to stay up late, but I thought I would probably end up going into the gym on Saturday morning. But what happened is that I got called into the farm, and I kind of knew I was supposed to go that day. Ah, get in there, you little fuck. All right. But the weather was crappy, and I thought they were giving me a break, but no, they had work for me to do. So I went in and I did it. It was fun. It's always wonderful there. It's heaven. It really is. But anyway, I wanted to share some of my good habits, and one of them is one that I've been making this stir fry, this vegetable stir fry, pretty much every week. I make this giant one of these Rubbermaids. I make one of these full of vegetable stir fry. It has like 2 tablespoons of avocado oil and some water and a bunch of spices. I put parsley flakes in for something to the water to absorb into, and it's got like 3 or 4 bags of spinach. Bags around this size. I use frozen vegetables. I used to just throw the vegetables in frozen into a giant wok. It's around this big. It's not giant, but it's a good sized wok. If you go to Walmart, you see a wok for like 7, 8 bucks. That's the one. And I replace them like every 3 or 4 months because it's like 7 or 8 bucks. So screw it. I don't want to cook on bare aluminum, and the coating comes off pretty quick. So I started microwaving them in the bag for like 3 or 4 minutes, just to soften them up, so they would condense in the wok. But then I started, it got to where it was like at least like $12 worth of vegetables, and right now like money's really tight. So I wanted, I wanted to just steam them, and I was looking, and it's like, and I started thinking too. There's a lot of people who have nothing but a microwave to cook on. And if I'm going to start shooting my mouth off, well, I already have been, I got to really think about this. And I started thinking about, well, steaming vegetables. If all you have is a microwave, and this is because, like, what I've been doing is I've been steaming vegetables and these things, with the lid on loosely and ceramic plate just to weigh it down. But I'll use like 2 bags of the California mix, which is broccoli, cauliflowers, and carrots. I used to get the broccoli and cauliflower separately, but it makes sense. And the pieces of broccoli you get, it's as much florets as it is cuts, and I prefer the florets. Anyway, yeah, so it takes like about a little more than 25 minutes. So what I do is that I break it into quarters, basically 6.5 minute quarters, and I'll stir the vegetables up while they're steaming. I'll throw some spices, some herbs, shit like that. And it's been working out well for me. I overspiced the last bit. Hold on one second. It's easier to store this in the refrigerator than this, and it's a lot easier to store like two or three or four of these because you can break them up and stick them in different places. So this is the steamed vegetables, and there's Brussels sprouts, the California mix. There were 2 bags of spinach. I always try to get spinach in there. Oh, what else? Oh, some peppers and onions, I think, found their way in there. Ah, crap. What else did I get? I want to get pearl onions next time I do this. And that's probably going to be tomorrow or the next day. Probably tomorrow. Yeah, because I got coupons for Kroger's for frozen vegetables. They know me. Anyway, I'm going to leave this here. But yeah, I've been just steaming bags of vegetables. And I actually prefer that to the light butter pop microwave popcorn I've been eating, more or less as a snack, just as something to, when I'm peckish, say, or. But this is very filling, and I would rather fill myself. This is 4 servings. Each serving is 45 calories. For the sake of easy math, say 50. 200 calories. If that, if I eat 4 bags in a day, that's 800 calories. And if that's one third to one half of the calories I eat in a day, then I'm glad they're coming from a vegetable source. Not that I have anything against meat, but I do think that vegetable sources are probably the best sources for nutrients. So, and whoever wants to prove me wrong, probably will quite easily. Also, something else. I've been saving a lot of money and a lot of calories on making my own drinks. And what I've been doing has been just, I got a dozen of these jars. I broke 3 of them so far. But you get a dozen for like $15, again, Walmart. This costs a little over $3. This is a little over $2. You got 20 bags in here. You got 18 in here of 5 different flavors. And basically, in a jar like this, you can put boiling water straight into this. So I'll use like 2 bags of this or 2 bags of one of these, and I'll let it brew for like 40 minutes, 45 minutes. Maybe I'll let it go to an hour next time I do it. I'm still like experimenting. But what happens, and I do this with regular tea too, is how I make iced tea. I sweeten it with this stuff here, which is 0 calorie. Some people can't take erythritol. Uh, it either makes them bloat, or it makes them fart, or it makes them nauseous. So, you know, it sucks. I'm one of those people that it really has no effect on. I don't know. I think I get a little farty when I'm heavy with the carbs. But anyway, this is great. I put like 5 teaspoons in what do you call it, a container like this, and I'll take the tea. Uh, Either I'll let it sit overnight, or it'll sit in the freezer or in the refrigerator when it's ready. Just pour it into one of these with some sweetener and some lemon juice. And yeah. But I just wanted to share that because I don't know. And I'm just going to throw these back in the refrigerator. And I'm really dressed down because I'm going to go babysit in a little while, and these are probably, well, other than a jacket, probably what I'm going to sleep in. Um, but yeah, things have been going well. Especially, well, I had gotten down to 152.8 um, after several visits to the bathroom, and that's pretty good. I want to get down below 150 by the end of the month. I can't afford to really drink anymore. Um, even spending like $30 on a weekend on beer just seems so wasteful right now. Especially like I need new boots. um, the farm, there's just horse shit all over the place. And I go trouncing through it, and I love it, but But anyway, yeah, something I'm really, 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 I don't know, I might be doing it wrong. Maybe I'm because I'm using the handles and I'm not keeping my hands free and open. But I've been doing 260-pound back extensions, and it's really just wild. For me to do over 200 pounds of anything is just. But I've been doing it. I got videos of it twice. The gym I go to is Planet Fitness. There's no tripods. Nobody really records themselves. If they do, they're doing it very discreetly, and it's just really they're doing it right where I go. So I kind of feel compelled to do a video on what when Planet Fitness gets it right, when the owners just do well. Anyway, yeah, things are going well. I changed my workout schedule. Now Sundays my upper body push day. Uh, Monday is going to be yoga and cardio. Cardio and then yoga. Uh, Tuesday is my upper body pull day. Wednesday is again cardio and yoga. Thursday is leg day, as always. And Friday will be cardio and yoga. Saturday will probably be like a full rest day. And then Sunday, the week resumes. So we'll see what happens. Um, but yeah, that's the way it's going. Anyway, many blessings and many thanks. I'll be back tomorrow with yoga. And I might break the yoga up. I might break it into 3 days with different routines because I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. I would like to devote more time to segments of the session instead of having it go 50 minutes on like a wild variations. Anyway, I hope to see you then. Until then, take care and best wishes to you and all you love. Good health, good fortune, and lasting happiness.